to do is just know how big a rectangle is technically. And then...
Yeah, it's the area of the whole thing, right? The area
of that whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Well, I think so, because it says the area of the rectangle shown at right is 40 square units. Write and solve an equation to find x. Then find the dimensions of the rectangle. Does anybody have any ideas on how to get this done?
I do.
What do you have there, Logan?
All you really need to do is, find one rectangle and then, because you can do, the whole thing, so you got to divide it all by 4 to make it the individual rectangle. So that's 10 units per rectangle, and then it's a 5 length and a 2 length.
So, we don't know that these 4 pieces are the exact same length, right? Because, it looks like it is, but it says this thing's labeled 5, and this thing's labeled 2, and they look the same.
Well,
yeah, but it's rectangles, Miss Glenn.
You just take the rectangle,
yeah, the inside?
Yeah, you just take the insides and you add them all up and equal to 40.
Uh-huh.
And then you just solve it from there.
Yes. So that's kind of an algebra thing. Nice. You got integrated 1. There's a big fat pile of it. Okay, do you guys have questions on that? You might have seen that if you've taken CPM before. Well, but you didn't, Grant. You just knew it from because you took Algebra 2 or something, or?
Well, you showed us this in tutoring last year, something like that.
Yeah, I've probably shown it to you for solving some quadratics and stuff. So, are you guys okay with how we got all that?
Yeah.
I didn't explain it.
I had some trouble solving it.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go x squared plus 7x. If I subtract 40 on both sides,
10.
That's right.
I just subtracted 40 on both sides, and then so your book thinks you're gonna just bust out your quadratic equation. But you could also, does anybody know how to factor?
Yeah, you factor them, so you put...
If it's factorable...
X, is it close in the first one, so that's going to be what, they're both negative?
Well...
X minus...
Yeah, they're both negative in this one.
Yeah, you can do X minus 7, and then minus 30 for the 2.
I don't think they're both negative because it has to multiply to make negative 30 and it has to add to make 7.
15 and 2?
Let's try 15 and 2. Does 15 minus 2 make 7?
I thought that was 17.
3 and 10. 3 and 10?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So just make one of them negative.
-3.
Oh, you can't see. Okay, so, and then we're going to check it and just make sure that it's okay.
3, and then x plus 10 equals 3. So x equals 3 and x equals negative 10?
Yeah, x equals 3, x equals negative 10. We can check it by going x times x is x squared, and then x times 10x is 10x minus 3x. That makes my 7 that I wanted. And then that times that makes the negative 30. So I think it's good, and I can check it in the answer book because I got it right here. Yeah, it's got negative 10 or 3. Now, hold on a second, though. We have to make sure we're answering their question. So their question says, write and solve an equation to find x, then find the dimensions of the rectangle. So we already found x, but we didn't find the dimensions of the rectangle. So we want to say the length is... and the width
is 10. Width is 3.
Why is the length 10?
Because it's longer than it is wide.
Well,
So,
I mean, it doesn't have...
You want to plug in 3 for, now, can I have a negative length of this rectangle?
No.
No. So if I use the negative 10 by plugging it in for x, right here I'd get negative 8, and right here I'd get negative 5. So we can't use that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens a lot when you...
Yeah.
Okay.
So
use the 3.
But that's not... It would only...
That'd be 8.
It'd make a square.
And that would be 5.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that, how I did that?
Yeah.
I added the 5 plus what we found was f.
So length is 5 to 3.
Well, we want the length to be the longer one, so 5 plus 3 is 8. Or sorry, what am I doing? Yeah, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 3 plus 2 is 5, so,
The length is 8, length is 5.
yeah. And then we might want to say, if it gave us any units, we want to include those, like if it said inches,
I think you said unit.
let's look at it. The area of the rectangle, the other square units, so I'm just gonna say units.
Like,
So there it is,
And
that
that
was
equals
4-98.
That equals 40.
Oh, and you checked it, okay, good, okay, let's
I checked
end
it
this
in my
one.
head because I know